Hey there! So you may have just seen that I was wearing this and I look like this in my last video because it is the same day, but I figured I would film another video and I want to read or that I'm currently reading. And with this, I will actually link my Goodreads because I recently found it at not recently, at the start of the year. And I am trying to get 20 books read this year, which shouldn't be that hard for me. I used to be a massive reader, but as soon as I started, well actually when I was in year 11 and 12, I stopped reading for like enjoyment, you know, it just became all about school. And now that I'm halfway through my second year of uni, I have realized that I need to get back into reading. So I just wanted to walk through a couple of books and explain why I want to read them, you know, if I'm reading them, what do I think so far, and yeah. Not to Die by Michael Greger, who is an amazing doctor. He's an advocate for a plant-based diet, which I follow because I'm vegan. And this book is about all the foods that have been scientifically proven to prevent and reverse disease, and all of them are plants, of course. And yeah, this book is just about like how a plant-based diet can really be beneficial to people who have disease, and which foods in particular can be good for like anti-inflammatory properties. Yeah, How Not to Die. I also bought this while I was at Edgar's Mission. As soon as we walked into the gift shop, I was like, I need to buy something from here. My next book is Note to Self by franta. If I'm completely honest, I don't know much about franta. What I do know though is a lot of people who I'm interested in have loved this book. So I got this book, I actually like just hunted it down and I was like, it's so pretty. I think that this will be a really good read, like, and I've just had it. It's so bad. I've had it next to my bed for probably 2 months and I have not read it yet, so I need to read it before I go back to uni, because if I try and read it while I'm at uni, I'm never gonna finish it. So that's Note to Self by franta. So my next one is The Power of Now. This is actually someone else's copy. I got it from my mom who borrowed it or someone. But I've been meaning to read this for so long. I already have, you know, thoughts about manifestation and stuff, and I do believe that it is to a degree very important in our lives. You know, think about things like karma, or to like how we view karma, you know, the westernization of karma. This will give me some more information on why I think that, or you know, will clarify it for me a bit, because you know, it's all cool to be like, oh yeah, radiate positive vibes and stuff, but you know, is that just you telling yourself that you deserve good things because you say that, or is it actually working? So I think that's something to consider. I do believe that, you know, if people who put like bad actions out into the world will usually have, you know, consequences, and whether that's legal or, you know, within their families, relationships, all of that. I don't know. My next book is Modern Romance by Aziz and Ansari, and I've just realized that all of these books are non-fiction, which, if you talked to me like 3 years ago, I had no non-fiction books. All of them were fiction. Anyway, so yeah, Modern Romance by Aziz and Ansari. I'm a little bit into this book. I think that I'm finding it hard to grasp because my boyfriend currently, we met at school, you know, we were mates and stuff, and so it was a very like natural growth, whereas this, you know, this book talks about, you know, modern dating, that kinds of things. So you know, I never really had that. I've never had a Tinder. You know, I have friends that have Tinder and I think of it as a game. I'm like, oh, that's funny, like, you know, I'm just gonna swipe. I don't even know what it means. So yeah, I think this is really awesome, although there are some aspects I can totally relate to, you know, like texting, and you know, keeping up with someone. You know, like I'm no stranger to checking you know, my boyfriend's messenger and seeing if he's active or not, you know, see, like line it up. So if he's active now, but why hasn't he texted me, you know? It can get very crazy, and I imagine that a lot of people, you know, in older times didn't have to deal with this kind of thing, although they had other problems, you know, whether it be, you know, more intense problems like health, you know, it's still different times. So I have this copy, and I really like the cover as well. I like how it blues. This one is by Sarah Wilson, and it is First We Make the Beast Beautiful. And I first really liked this based on the cover. It was terrible. I didn't even know what it was about. All I knew is that it looked cool, it had an octopus on it, and I wanted it. It's a story about anxiety, which is actually something that I suffer with. It's something that is, I might make like a separate thing about this, but something I think I've had like my whole life. I'm currently like, you know, in therapy, and you know, I have ways of dealing with it, but it's still something that, you know, I was only diagnosed maybe start this year. Seeing it on paper is a very different thing. But anyway, so I really wanted to read this, and as soon as I found out it was about how she deals with anxiety, I was like, I need this because, you know, medication is not a long-term answer, and I think that I need to, you know, find ways in dealing with it in my life. You know, it's not obviously going to be exactly the same as this author, but you know, you can take things from different people. So yeah, this is about her. You know, it says, I bump along in fits and starts on a perpetual path to finding better ways for me and my mate anxiety to get around, which I think is, I could like, you know, I resonate with that. I also really like, it's so bright. Yeah, and I love its hardcover. It's so beautiful. So I'm definitely going to read this, probably finish it soon, because I feel like it is such an important read for me. So this is the last one. It is The Curated Closet by Anushka Rees, and recently I've been trying to get into capsule wardrobes, so I picked this up because I knew it was a recommendation. A blogger on YouTube that I love, the Anna Edit, formerly Viviana Does Makeup, she's one of my favorite people. She said that this is a very important read to people who are starting it, and I think I need to hurry up and read it because I have been buying a lot of things recently, which is very naughty. So yeah, it's all about, you know, buying things that you love and make you feel amazing, and I feel like that's such a hard thing for me to grasp, and so I think I need to have a proper look at what I have and work out from there what I need to get. That is all. That is the books that I'm currently reading or trying to read, and let me know if you're reading any of them or if you've read them before, and let me know what you thought, because I think if I find out like from other people if they liked them or not, then that'll give me like the motivation. And don't forget to check out my Goodreads, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.